All right, let's go. Looks like the live stream is sucking up my data. This is my first live stream with my trading account. So please bear with me and figure out how to get to where I'm trying to go. Okay, this thumbnail stuff. There we go. Hey, here we go. Welcome. This is Reggie with Stock Talk, and I'm showing you a real video, real life trading experience, and the issues and stuff you go through. So the subject matter at hand is Top Step. Top Step. So if you don't know what that is, TopStep basically is one of the many companies that will fund you to trade with their. They'll give you money to trade with their money. Um, so, hang on, I'm sorry, I'm trading while I'm talking. So this account I have now. So I've been okay. So I've been doing TopStep since last Thursday. So that's one, two, three trading days. Actual trading days, and so
Order filled.
get out of this. The market's trying to roar back too. So with that said, with these three trading days, I just wanted to video my progress on what I'm doing with Top Step and on my way to getting funded. It's going to happen, but it's a process. So a couple of things. If you notice, this account is super behind, super negative, right? It's real. Uh, and the reason for that is I'm testing strategies. And
Order
obviously,
filled.
the strategies are not working well. Look, basically hit the wrong button.
Order filled. Order filled. Order
All
filled.
right, so I'm out of my so I can talk. So this account is a practice account. This is what you need to do if you're going to do Top Step. Do a practice account because if you jump in and you say, "Oh, I got this," you're already the odds are against you. Just that behavior and that um, mindset alone is going to set you up for failure. The reason why I say that is because you need to practice. Unless you're um, a experienced futures trader and you have a strategy that you've already used, then yeah. But then again, you probably don't need this funded account, right? I think most people that do this is those who want, you don't have 150 grand to trade with. It is mostly the margin. You can have the money, but the margin allows you to make it worthwhile when it comes to futures because you need that margin to even play the game. So that's what the 150 really is good for. You're not really using the 150, you're just using the buying power it creates. With Top Step, they have rules. So I recommend a couple of mistakes I've made so far, right? I'm video making this I guess a vlog to show how my progress through the program, right? So as of this video, I'm still not at the finish line. I'm still in the learning process, and I feel there's not a lot of videos that show the learning process. Everybody pretty much ends up showing you the finish line and the prize at the end, but not really show how they got there. They'll say it, but they don't show you. Or it'd be like a guru that's already, that's already been doing this for quite a few years. So this is for us newbies. Now I'm not new to the market. I'm an options trader. I'm a swing trader. So I trade a little slower. But with Top Step, it's more of you got to be done by the end of the day, and then you have like an hour or so when the market at 6 o'clock Eastern time, the market opens back up. You have that time to start trading again. But there are rules, there are guide rails in place, and so that's the thing you have to navigate through. And the guide rails are to help you protect their money, and protecting their money puts money in your pocket too, right? So it's a good way of trading. So for me, this is like starting over because I've never traded futures, and I am a swing trader, so I usually hold things for days. So with Top Step, the challenge I'm facing is number one. But the reason why I'm gravitating towards futures is because I'm a technical trader. I trade candlestick patterns. Like now, this is a bear flag, right? But it has to play out. So This is a flag pattern, and you make money off of I guess like in forex they call it pips, but you make money off of these movements, and so that's up my alley. But I have to learn how this process works. There's a certain amount of stocks you can trade, and it's all for the better good, right? So because they have skin in the game, which is their money. So with that being said, the lessons I've learned, I want to pass on to anyone who hasn't started this yet. Number one, do their practice account. They have a 14-day practice account, which I'm doing now. I've blown this account up twice so far, and I'm glad I'm doing the practice account because this is real. If this was real money, if I signed up for the live um, practice, I mean, excuse me, the live test that they have, I would. So basically, you pay for the highest one, you pay over $300, and then you pay $100 to reset every time you blow up the account. So at this point, I'd have been almost up to $600. So that's why I'm glad I'm using a practice account. Also, I heard a podcast and a guy says they um, had a blog where people, had people respond that tried this and what they did, and 80% of the people signed up for the combine. The combine is the live test for the combine and didn't go through. They failed and they spent a total of $1,100 constantly resetting, and then it stopped and it's quit. Just walked away from $1,100. Um, and I can see that, and I don't know the statistics on this, but I bet a lot of those people didn't do the practice because I came into this thinking I did a practice just to say, let me just prove to myself. I know I can do it. I think that's how we all think. And now I'm finding out a lot of stuff. Number one, getting used to their software was took practice. Number two, uh, mistakes. Like one day I couldn't log in. I don't know why at 9:30 because I was doing momentum trades, scalping off the when the market opens, and I missed, and I was so pissed, man. But I couldn't log in. I don't know what was going on, and I missed some really good moves. And if that was real money, I'd have been really upset. So I mean, that must be emotional in this game, but you can't help it. So certain things. That I made mistakes, like you see me earlier. I was trying to exit out these trades, and I hit sell by mistake, um, and on top of that, you can be very mistake prone. And I see another guy's vlog on TopStep who decided to not do it, and he made a lot of mistakes. A lot of common people do it that I do too. As a challenge, is I'm trading my real account too. So I have a TD Ameritrade account and a Tastyworks account, and I'm trading those accounts using different strategies, and that can distract you because that's a big. For number one, the stock market is a challenge anyway. So I'm doing that challenge. I'm dealing with those challenges, and then trying to learn something new. So that can be very taxing on you. And then you got a family, you got kids, and all this stuff outside of trading, the stresses and the things you have to manage and deal with can be a bit taxing too, and that can affect your trading. So uh, let's get to my trading. So some of the mistakes I made was clicking the wrong buttons, holding too long. My first time I blew up my account, my daily loss limit I hit because a trade went the wrong way, but I was seeing it was going to a point where it was going to bounce. It's all right. It's going to hit that resistance line and bounce back up, and I should be able to cut my losses or make some money if I'm lucky. And it got so low, it hit it. And this is how the stock market works. This is how anything. Murphy's law is in the stock market. Soon as I hit that resistance line, I hit my daily loss limit, and the thing took off, took back to the upside. And I'm like, oh, so this is their rules. You can't knock it. You just got to adapt. So um, that was one of the challenges. The other challenge is the overnights. Oh, I didn't understand the rules fully when it said you must trade in market hours. I thought it was saying from 9:30 to 4:30 Eastern time exchange hours, and it wasn't. It was just saying through futures hours, and that time you have to stop and you have to exit by 4:05, which let's just say 4 o'clock to be safe, 4 o'clock, and then come back on at 6. So uh, I didn't know that, so I learned that like 3 days in because I was like, it was I could have made so many good trades that I missed out on because I thought I had to respect the time, and so that was a mistake I made. Another mistake, what other mistakes I made? I looked at again. You're getting your eyes and stuff used to all this stuff. And so I use these charts here. I use the standard. What is it? Reset default works. The standard workspace. It says reset default. I use the default workspace, which is this. And one time I was looking here, thinking I was trading one stock, and the chart was a different one, and so I screwed up doing that, and that cost me money. So last night I screwed up because now I'm starting to do overnight trading, and these two trades went south. I don't know what happened on these because I didn't put a stop limit on it, but they stopped out on their own. So I'm thinking my presets were off where I wanted to, because what I'll do, I'm kind of straddling it where I will set like, okay, I'll say if it breaks here, it's going to run up here. You see, watch my cursor. If it breaks here, it should be an uptrend. If it breaks, here, I should be on a downtrend. But it might have wicked up and wicked down on me and didn't hit my. So so my strategy right now is I'll put in a buy and then I'll put in a sell at support. So I'm doing So basically, my strategy is to do resistance and support levels, and it takes a lot of managing. So and I'm also learning too to focus on less stocks. I was going through, and I had a whole bunch of them out over trading. Basically, I was over trading. I was putting because this is nice to be able to trade right from the chart. That's awesome. I love that. And so that was creating chaos and over trading for me, which I still did a little bit last night. So again, I'm trying to break some of my own bad habits uh, before I go live. And so I'm giving myself a week, but look like I need another week because I still like last night, these two trades right here. I woke up and this was a bad way to start your trading day. You wake up with a negative, you see a negative $600. Psychologically, that puts you in a bad mood. It's like, oh, and then you're not at your best when you're trying to, before trading starts, that market opens, you're not at your best, and psychologically, you're in a bad place. So I'm fine tuning, fine tuning, fine tuning, fine tuning, and when I get to a point where I'm like, all right, got it, I can do this. So I'm going to go for the 150 account because they have a $50, $100, and $150, and uh, the guy online said that he kind of does these things for a living. He's funded. He kind of just do them just to do them and teach training classes on them. He says the $50 one is just fine. But the reason why I want to do the 150 is because I've got more room to lose money. Not that I want to. So I'm trading as if I have a $50 account, but I got the wiggle room of the $150 account. If things go south, I can hold a trade a little longer if I wanted to, or it can recover. So that's my plan right now, as of today, right? So I got constantly adapting and adjusting, and so that's my plan. The negative with that is though you got to make more money. You got to make 6 grand, which is good because I mean obviously it's more. It will sharpen your pencil more, and there's no max time to complete. You keep paying another fee. That's all. So I'd rather stretch out my profit goal and have more wiggle room for loss than be capped at $1,000. I mean, to me, it should take the same time. So, and be honest with you, you know, I would think you trade $150 like you would $50. I mean, it's the excuse me, I take a drink. It's just the margin. You need that margin. So that's where I'm at, man. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Reggie with Stock Talk, going a little different direction now. I'm starting off as a rookie trader at this point because I'm using a completely different market, completely different strategy, completely different software. Everything is brand new, and so and that's another life. That's another lesson with doing this too. Remove your arrogance. No matter how successful, I'm a pretty successful options trader, but this is like making me look like a rookie all over again, man. So Humble yourself. You don't think, okay, I'm gonna trade just like trade options. I'm gonna try to trade other things. I use this software, so it'll be all the same. Prove it to yourself in the simulator here, the simulator, before you take your real money. And again, as an investor, and if you're already in the market, we're tight with our money. Shoot, paying $100 to reset every time. That's how many stocks you can buy for $100. You know, shoot, you can almost get a share of Apple. Um, but it's so that's where I'm at now. So I just keep up with the channel, guys. Keep watching. I'm gonna keep showing my progress, and I'm not hiding anything, man. I'm gonna show my failures. I'm gonna show my successes. Don't have much success yet, but I'm showing you my failures, so that way you won't make the same, or you make different ones. But at least if you're thinking on the same lines I was thinking, you'd be like, oh, okay, maybe that doesn't work, or maybe I should tweak this here and there. So it's nice to watch somebody go through the journey of failure before success. A lot of stuff on YouTube, man, people are showing you the finish line. They're showing you the success. And don't it kind of tell you about the failures, but showing you the success. I'm showing you while I'm in the process of failing how we doing this. All right. So it's Reggie, Stock Talk. Like, subscribe, keep following my journey through Top Step, and I can't wait to the video when I say, "Hey, I'm funded." Hope I would love it to be next week. Probably gonna be a month, but we'll see. We'll see. If I think it's a month, it might be 2 months, but we'll see. Because I want to go into it with a strategy and a plan, and not all strategies work. Sometimes you use one strategy, and the market changes, and you got to adapt, you got to adjust. But I still want to have some sort of guide, right? So that's where I'm at. All right. I'll see you guys on the next video, and I'm still trying to figure out this streaming stuff. So